All right, how do I make my face? I wish I was better at being all savvy with the Zoom. But hi, welcome to the call. This is our last Launch to Elite training. It's about mindset, which is really the most important thing in doing doTERRA. So actually we have sort of a guest speaker. She was supposed to be our guest speaker and she's not available tonight, so she actually made a recording for us so we get to watch her. It's Nancy Knopf, if you don't know her. She's an awesome person. She's a leader in doTERRA. She's a diamond in doTERRA. She's the girl who introduced me to doTERRA when we got started. And she's just very good person, loves helping people. She studied nursing, and then she was actually giving someone medicine in a hospital knowing that it could hurt this person, giving them the medicine. And so she didn't want to do nursing anymore. So she studied to be a natural health practitioner. And when I met her, she was a natural health practitioner. Just has a lot of knowledge about how the body works and how to get it to work properly. So we're actually she has a presentation she wanted to give us about belief and its importance. So this is the first time I've done this. I'm going to try to share my screen and show you Nancy Knopf without further ado. So let me know if you guys can see her and stuff. Are you seeing my screen right now? Does everybody see her? All right, here we go. This is Nancy.
Hey, good evening, everyone. This is Nancy. I am doing this for Erica. I'm going to be recording this for her team, and I'm going to be talking about what is the main foundation to your success, which is belief. So I'm going to be talking about tonight, and I have a slideshow presentation for you all. Hopefully everyone's doing well. The reason I couldn't do it live was I was doing something else, so I couldn't do it live. But anyways, I want to share my screen, and I'm going to show you my PowerPoint I actually did about a year ago. Well, maybe not quite a year ago. And I'm going to be able to share with you just kind of what that looks like. So here we go. Give me a second here. All right, so here we are. Success is all about what you believe. And I like people, actually when I did this about a year, let's say I did this less than a year ago, probably 8 months ago now. I actually had people write out a basic exercise, what are they thankful for right now in their business. And I'm not going to actually take time to do this, but I find it very helpful if your belief is negative and you need to turn it around and you write down the 5 things you're thankful for every day. Write those down and tell them to the next person next to you. So if you guys want to do this, tonight, and just take some time to write this down and then tell each other what you're thankful for in your business right now. It could be also around your family and your daily. It will just shift your mindset. So take some time to do that exercise. So all your thoughts about life and business, positive or negative, will direct your life. You get to choose what you think every day. Practicing gratitude and thankfulness is a choice. Focusing on what is going right instead of what is going wrong is really important. What you focus on is what you become. Envision your life daily. So all the things that you are thankful for in your basic daily life, your family, your kids, everything that's going on in your life, what are you grateful for, and how are you envisioning your life right now? Is it positive? Is it negative? Do you find that there's certain times in the day that you're thinking more positive or negative? And just be aware of that. Here are some thoughts that can help you succeed in doTERRA. Some of the negative thoughts that people think, maybe I'm not outgoing enough, or I'm not knowledgeable enough. I don't have time or money. I'm just too busy with my kids. I'm not going to ask her because she's too busy. I'm not the kind of person. I'm not that kind of person. And this is too much work. So all those are negative thoughts that might come your way. And I'm sure you have plenty others that you might think for yourself. Here's some positive thoughts that help you succeed in doTERRA. I have the perfect personality. I'm smart and successful. I can make time and money. I can schedule around my kids. This person needs this business. I'm the right kind of person for this job. I get to be a part of this business. Wow. So do you see the difference? Big time difference, negative and positive. Negative thoughts lead to negative emotion, which leads to no action. So if you're wondering why you're not acting on the business in doTERRA, or if someone else is not acting, you might want to go back to the negative beliefs that you are having. And some of these negative emotions can be fear, anger, jealousy, shame, anxiety, insecurity, hate, worthlessness, unloved, depressed. And so if you're feeling negative emotion, any of these emotions, you might want to ask yourself, what kind of belief do I have around these emotions that are untrue and lie, which also is leading me to not act in my business? Thoughts from the beginning. When you start your business, it affects the way you do things. When you start the business getting going, or maybe you started years ago, there's certain things that are very foundational in terms of your belief to help you succeed. One of them being having money will give me and my family more freedom. If you're thinking that you don't need money right now for this business, but you want to grow it to help people, that's great. But if your thought about money is negative, it will affect your business. I am successful. Do you want to be successful? Of course. But if you don't think you can be, and you believe that it's really not possible, it affects your business. My friends and family love me. I am worth it. I'm accepted. This is a big one. I am worth it. I have found that a lot of people belief about being worthy to be successful or accepted or valuable really can play into the way that they do doTERRA. I can multitask. I can do many things. I will give extravagantly. I am free. My value is in God. My family supports me. If your family is throwing negative thoughts at you about your doTERRA business, that also can affect you and the way that you feel about your business and the belief that you have about how your family supports you, and that can affect everything. So it's really important to get to the root of every negative thought or belief. Sometimes we're just not understanding why we believe what we believe and why we're so negative about it, and we're feeling stuck. It's really important to get to the root, meaning searching within and looking deeper. Did you know that every lie or belief we have stems back to between the ages of about 0 to 6, sometimes 0 to 7? But a lot of beliefs that we have developed, really, when they come up in our business, we can go back to, well, that was already a belief I had a long time ago. Some of those things that we may want to think about is that when you have a root of like all these love, joy, peace, when you feel patience, when you feel kindness, when you have good roots in your tree, it will lead to good fruit. If you have bad roots in your tree, bad emotion, bad negative thinking, it leads to bad fruit that doesn't last. So just thinking about that and giving you a picture. So here's an exercise. Again, I'd love you to try. It may be a bit to do it online here, but if you can do this exercise, this will help you get to some of the roots of maybe some of your negative thoughts. So on a list, a piece of paper, you want to write what negative thoughts you have around this business in doTERRA. It's important to be vulnerable with yourself and be real about what's really going on with you. And just think about your connection to using oil, sharing, building the business, leadership, money, family, friends, your worth, your time. Now, what negative emotions are connected to these thoughts, these beliefs that you're having? You can write down whatever it is. It could be you're frustrated, you're angry, you're fearful. When was the first time you had this emotion around this kind of situation? It could be in relation to people, relationships, and men, or it could be in relationship to your personal abilities. So think back to the age of 6 or 7, and or before, or any other memory that might come up that you think I really think this lie came in at this time. Share with one close friend and be a mentor and journal it through and talk about it. You can share with your mentor, you can share it with a friend, but really what's important is that you identify what your negative beliefs are so you can get to the root lie. Here's when you have obstacles, don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb, go through it, and work around it. So a lot of people come up against negative beliefs or lies. I call them every lie is a well-defined, every belief is a well-defined lie, every negative belief. And so if you think about anything that's coming up, are you going to push through and really get to the root of what's going on? Are you going to ignore it? Are you going to just pretend it's not there? So what's important is that you walk through it, not just pretend it's not there and quit. And so that's the biggest thing. A lot of people who succeed in doTERRA, it's because they came up against these walls, because we all do, and they decide to look over it and they really say, I'm gonna find out what's going on, and I'm gonna be healed from these lies. Belief in how you overcome is really important as well. And if you can overcome, that's another one that I find that people believe that they just can't overcome. It's another belief that's negative. So just thinking about that when you hit a wall. If you never get to the root of your negative lies, and this becomes like a wall that you literally can't climb, because it's really hard to change an emotion if you don't know where it's coming from. You have the ability to make a choice out of every circumstance, and choice stems from your daily thoughts. The root is your thoughts, the fruit is your emotions and your actions. So, when you believe differently, it's going to lead to much better fruit. What thoughts are being duplicated on your team? How are you going to help your leaders get to the root of their issues? So as you become a leader, and some of you are already amazing leaders, but just as you're like developing that, people are coming up against walls, how are you asking good questions? So here's one: understand their root thoughts to their own hindering beliefs. Number two, ask a lot of questions. Don't ignore or not confront what's going on. If somebody said they were going to do something, but they are not acting on it, there usually is a negative or false belief there. Be vulnerable and open with your mentor or some good friend that can help you. But if you don't trust your mentor, you're not really close to your mentor, then you might want to open up to somebody else to help you get to the root. Also, in your team, you want to teach and duplicate positive affirmation. So a lot of encouragement, a lot of positive abilities to understand, okay, this is an issue, but we're going to overcome this. So I actually have positive thoughts to each rank. Just wanted to throw them out at you, what rank you're at. If you're aiming for your next rank, it's not so much the rank that causes it, but it's if you think you're kind of thinking more bigger and broader as you hit different ranks and leadership ranks. So when you're hitting elite, thoughts like I'm successful, I'm worth being successful. The team I work with is amazing. And the other thing is you're worth it no matter what. Just want to let you know. But the thing is, if you don't think you're worth it, it does affect you. I love the product. I'm passionate about helping others. I'm reaching my goals this month. It's kind of jumping ahead on me here. I get to stick to my schedule. This time is valuable and fun. I can help others with their health goals. Positive thoughts to silver. I can help 3 people hit elite, exactly like I did. Teach them what kind of opportunity they have in the business. I can empower many others to build a business. I can help my leaders launch their classes. I will make the time to train my leaders. I am the best me today and worth it. I believe in the opportunity to help thousands of people with oils. Here's positive thoughts to gold. I can help my leaders overcome their hindering beliefs. I believe in my leaders' ability to lead their team, and I can empower my leaders. I can help my leaders reach premier. I have everything I need to reach my goals and why I'm doing this. I can empower others to their goals. I'm not a failure. This is an amazing job. I am worth it. Positive thoughts to diamond. I can help my 4 leaders reach silver and help them strategize. I can empower others to bleed beyond silver. I can duplicate my leaders' leaders to duplicate what I've done. I can help people globally with their health. I am worth it, and the financial freedom. Positive thoughts to blue diamond. I can make a difference in generations to come around the world. I can give abundantly out of financial freedom. I can help my leaders to believe beyond themselves and their bigger dreams. I can live out the dream of my lifetime. I am worth it. I am grateful for each day. Positive thoughts to presidential diamond and beyond. My goal for life is way beyond me, and I'm grateful for each leader on my team. I will reach presidential diamond to influence generations of people. When I hit presidential diamond, I'm going to. I am who I am. I'm accepted being wealthy. I love my passions and what to share them more and more every day. I am worth it. If you notice, I put I am worth it on every slide because I do believe that's one of the major negative beliefs that people come up against. I'm worth being successful. I'm worth financial freedom. I'm worth being loved. I love who I am, and mentally script who you want to be. And that is my last slide. So that right there is what I wanted to share today. I believe you'll get something out of this. There's probably questions you have, or you might, maybe not, but the biggest aspect of this is if you can take this teaching today and really do the exercise and ask yourself those questions. Is there any negative beliefs that I have around this business, and what is the root of them? And then write down your positive beliefs to your next rank. And then also those exercises will help you around this business. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to stop sharing my page here and so I can see myself. Well, it's been great, and I hope that helps. And I will probably send those questions to Erica, but so that you guys can work on it and even maybe talk about it. So, all right. Well, have a wonderful night, and thanks for listening. Bye.
All right. Thank you, Nancy. Even though she's not here. Now, let's see. There we go. Okay, so you guys can, you're all on mute. I want to do some of the things that Nancy asked us to do. One of the first things is, what are 5 things you're thankful for today, and share them with each other. It doesn't have to be about doTERRA, but it can be. It's just developing an attitude of thankfulness so that we're walking around with positive thoughts in our head rather than any negative or critical thoughts or anything like that. So it's a wonderful habit to be in. Let's see. Do you guys want to write them down, or do you just want to? I think we can just say them. I can go first. 5 things is kind of a lot. Raina, did you want to go ahead?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
5 things I'm thankful for. 1, I'm thankful God woke me up today. 2, I'm thankful God gave me this life on purpose. So with that being said, I do everything that I do with purpose. 3, I'm thankful for my job. 4, I'm thankful for my son. And 5, I'm thankful for the opportunity to be a part of doTERRA and the fact that I'm passionate about essential oils.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Raina.
You're welcome.
Does anybody else want to go? I'll go. I love how you busted those out so quickly. That was great. I'm thankful for my family. I'm so thankful that I'm going to stop rocking in my chair. I'm sorry. I'm thankful that God put me together with my husband because I really could have messed that one up, and I didn't. And so I'm thankful that I'm with him. I'm thankful so much for my kids. I'm thankful for this house that we live in. It's a wonderful house. I'm thankful for doTERRA, similar to Raina. I love the oils. I love health, and I'm so thankful that I got connected to something that I'm passionate about that can also change our family's life for the better. So I'm really thankful for that and changing other people's lives for the better. How many was that? I'm thankful for thunder and lightning storms.
Yeah, that was like 6 or 7, but that's totally all right.
I wasn't counting. I lost count. All right. Tanya, Sarah, Deanna, do any of you guys want to go?
I think Deanna said she had to drop off.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Being thankful is great. I always have a hard time articulating it, but I say every day how grateful I am for my kids and for our extended family. We have a really great support system and network. I'm grateful for friends and friends who have joined me in doTERRA. Like I get to do what I love and do it with people that I love. So it's really great. Thankful for the new people I've met. And I feel like doTERRA gives me that. I get to meet new people and go out and have mommy time away and just constantly meet new cool people. So I really like that. Grateful for having an opportunity to be able to help people. I've always looked for something like that. And then I was just, I'm grateful for a flexible schedule, like Nancy mentioned, to be able to work around your kids' schedules and to do something that you love around when you have time. I think it's really great. Grateful like for the things you guys said, like the house and, spouse and all those wonderful blessings. I'm very blessed. So thank you.
Thank you for sharing, Sarah. All right. So there's also the other question about the negative beliefs, and that's kind of something that it's not something you can just, I'm thankful for raindrops and roses and all that. It's like negative beliefs are stuff you really have to think about, and it's not something you probably even want to share with everybody on YouTube. So I'll write down on Facebook, bless you. I'll write down on Facebook her other question, and I encourage you to think about it and write it down and talk with your mentor about it. And once you figure out what your negative beliefs are, the best thing is affirmation. So if you have a negative belief that you're a dodo, then you have an affirmation on your mirror or near somewhere that you're going to see every day. Dishes, I'm always doing dishes, so maybe at your kitchen sink. I'm smart and capable of doing this in doTERRA. Whatever you believe that's a lie, you put a positive, you put a truth. You flip it over and make it a truth, and you read it out loud until your heart starts to believe it. One thing you can do to anchor that too is you can use essential oils for that. Pick an essential oil. I mean, that's a whole other class, but you can pick an essential oil that you can connect with that negative belief. You could even Google, essential oils for confidence or something like that, and see which essential oils could be associated with it. And then when you're reading those truths out loud, you can use that oil and smell it, and that smell will help anchor, because what you're actually doing is you're changing pathways in your brain. Your brain is kind of like how when rain falls, it creates rivers and it creates ruts. And so you have kind of ruts in your brain that your brain is just patterned to think a certain way. And so you actually have to move those ruts. Like you have to start thinking new things so that new ruts can form that are correct, that are positive, if that makes sense. And so the essential oils actually also help your brain be able to rewire itself so that you're stopping believing these lies, and then you're also believing in these truths. So I'll write that down, like I said, on Facebook, and please speak with your mentor about it. And do you guys have questions about what Nancy said, or any thoughts that you want to add to what she said? Everyone, go ahead, Sarah.
I think they're very helpful. Like she and I've worked on that stuff before, and I think it makes total sense. And like when you're in the negative, I feel like everything just starts to happen that way. You're just like, oh, why does everything negative keep happening? And you just get in there, like you got to break out of there and, be that positive and reverse those truths and really dig down. When I started doing that, things started changing for me. So
wow,
it really helped me a lot.
That's really cool.
And I do have it on my mirror. I just think it's helpful on my mirror.
Yeah, because then you're remembering to see it every day. And what I've noticed too is if I write too many affirmations out, it's kind of harder to do. It's more of a project. But if you have a smaller thing by your mirror that you can actually read when you're brushing your teeth or whatever, then it's actually easier to do every day.
Medicine.
And the other thing we wanted to talk about today was the importance of convention. When Nancy and I were getting started in doTERRA, she wasn't even elite yet. Maybe she was, we were just getting started. Maybe she was elite. Rod Richardson, he's one of our team leaders in doTERRA. He's a Blue Diamond now. Came over to her house, and he taught a class. And at the end of the class, he was talking about convention and the importance of convention. And he said to us, if you're taking your business seriously, and if you want to take it to the next level, you need to go to convention. So I took him serious because I was like, I want to be a diamond. I want to be serious about this. I'm going to listen to this guy. I'm going to convention. And he's right. The reason he's right, there's a lot of reasons, but all the diamonds go to convention. And so if you are a diamond, if you want to go there, if you want to go to diamond as a rank, you need to act like one. So if all the diamonds are going, guess what? You got to start acting like a diamond and get to convention. And it really will help teach you the culture of doTERRA. It will actually help you fall in love with the company even more. It'll really help you feel more connected to different people in the doTERRA. I don't want to say family, that's so cliche, but all the people that are also doing what we're doing and love what they're doing, you get to interact with them. You get to meet different people that are on our team and friends of friends, and everybody's coming together, and it's a wonderful energy to be in. And it's a great investment. It usually costs, I find it costs probably about $1,000 total. You pay for the ticket. Okay, our meeting's ending in 10 minutes. All right. 10 minutes we got. So it's money for a flight, money for hotels and the ticket and food, but it's a business investment. So you have to look at it that way. It's also tax deductible, by the way. And so if you really want to be serious, I want to encourage you to go to it. And tickets are probably sold out right now, but we could probably find a way to get them for you. People that have been to convention, do you want to add anything? I think the one thing I want to add too is I've seen friends I've seen groups of friends that are thinking about going to convention, and the girls that go to convention are still passionate and moving forward, and the people that decided not to, they ended up getting busy with life. So actually going to convention really helps give people the focus they need to really just keep moving forward. So
yeah. There's something so inspiring about being in a massive stadium surrounded by 30,000 people that are excited like you are. It's amazing.
That's the truth.
You do so much. Like, it was fun just going, and networking with everybody after, in our big team groups with Heidi and Rich. They threw a really great party for like 150 to 200 people. For us, private, that was really nice. We did like team lunches. We made it fun. We went out to dinner or breakfast together. We broke off into different groups. We went. They had a concert with Kobe Kaye and food trucks and everything, and a street party. Like, they make it fun. They had really cool entertainment last year. They have the product showcase will blow your mind. It's like set up like bars of every product, and you get to touch them and smell them and see them. There's multiple of everything, and like scientists to answer your questions, like not just presentations. And it's very like inspiring, and like it'll touch you. You won't be the same after, in a really good way.
Yeah. And there's lots of, like you were saying, there's scientists that really give you knowledge that you wouldn't get about the product if you hadn't gone. And you also learn different business tips that you wouldn't learn about if you hadn't gone. So you really, you take notes. I don't know how many pages of convention notes I have. You just learn so much stuff that you take with you. Like, I refer back a couple months ago, I referred back to my first convention I ever went to. I was like, okay, I got to find the notes, because it was something that benefited me way back then. So you really pick up a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't miss it unless I really had to.
Say it again?
I wouldn't want to miss it unless I had to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Such a cool experience.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we also have a block of hotels too, so please talk to us, because we can all stay together and make it fun.
Yep.
All right. I think that's it, unless someone has something to add. All right. Guys,
thank you
so much for this training. You're welcome. Make sure to add up all your points and give it to your team leader, and we'll see who wins prizes for finishing all their homework on this training.
Thanks,
all right. Have a great night.
You did a great job.
Thank you, Sarah. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody.